the Cotton Club, and many more. While Cage was visiting his uncle and being exposed to the filmmaking career, he attended summer classes at the American Conservatory Theater in San Francisco. Young Nick, who was only 15 at the time, fell in love with acting at the American Conservatory Theater. He promptly dropped out of high school in Beverly Hills to become the star that he is today. Under the guide of his uncle, he was off into the world of showbiz and ready to take the world by horns. He tried his hand at TV acting in the ABC pilot, The Best of Times. Sadly, this show was canceled after only one episode. It held no actual plot. It was just a compilation of random mini-stories full of terrible jokes. For example, in the one scene, there are 3 girls sitting at a makeup table talking. The girl in the middle says, "Girls, I had a date with Bruno Kowalski last night. He picked me up in his car and we drove the coast highway, and before I knew it, we went all the way to San Diego." And then ended with a musical sing. And then, after that scene, it went straight to the whole cast dancing in a grocery store for no reason. Also, its transitions were not nearly as glorious as Kaylee Myers. Almost every transition in The Best of Time consisted of a lame joke and a musical sing. And then it was off to the next scene that didn't have anything to do with the show. The whole show was basically just a bunch of teens running around in short shorts selling lame jokes and bursting out into random musical numbers. For example, they sing a song strictly about washing cars, totally at random. Stick that in. Nicolas Cage usually only wore jean clothing, such as tight jean booty shorts or a pair of jean overalls at the car wash. Nevertheless, Nick's acting skills were clearly displayed, even in his teens. He literally never improved. The only major difference between Cage now and the beach babe that he was then is that his name was Nicholas Coppola. He decided to change his name from Coppola to Cage after the Marvel character Luke Cage. Coincidence? Genes? He wanted to separate himself from his uncle and develop a cool, macho look. After The Best of Times, Nick was involved in over 60 different productions, such as Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Valley Girl, The Cotton Club, Birdie, which is rumored that he had 2 teeth removed for his role, Peggy Sue Got Married, Raising Arizona, in which he plays H.I. McDuggan. H.I. is a convenience store robber and falls in love with a policewoman who takes his mugshot after he's arrested. They are married and want to have children, but his wife is unable to conceive, so they kidnap one of the town's quadruplets. The whole movie is a comedy and is chock full of action scenes with Cage screaming in rage. Another comedy Nick stars in is Vampire Kiss. Cage plays Peter Lowe, who meets a woman who bites his neck, and he believes that he is turning into a vampire. He essentially goes crazy in the movie, and this is where the famous "you don't say" meme comes from. And I have a video about the actual scene that was taken from. Ignore the Spanish subtitles. I don't know why or other. It's in English. Ooh.
Push the sound on.
You're longer than you, Ella. Everyone. And even if there was someone here who was here just one day longer than you, I still wouldn't ask that person to partake in such a miserable job as long as you were around. That's right, Ella. It's a horrible, horrible job, sifting through old contract after old contract. I couldn't think of a more horrible job if I wanted to. And you have to do it. You have to, or I'll fire you. Do you understand? Do you? And there's no problem with that, is there? Don't you want to use your gun, Papa?
wear ridiculous-looking fake vampire teeth, but he also eats a lot of cockroach. Aside from that, he has done some truly inspiring things in his other films. For example, he gets so angry that he screams the alphabet. He literally just screams the alphabet at this woman. Oh, and he drops the F-bomb a few 100,000 times. He's literally in a bar and just screams the F word at the top of his lungs. He also calls two little old ladies the F words and pulls a gun out on them. He punches several women in the face, the Wicker Man, once in a bear costume. He also covers himself in black paint as he screams at the top of his lungs once again in another movie. One of his fans actually made a collaboration of all the times that Nicolas Cage loses it. I would have shown it to you guys, but like I said, he literally uses the F word over 100 times. Nicolas Cage has a rather large fan base. Some enjoy making fan art of Nicolas Cage and congratulate each other on capturing his eyebrows perfectly. They also enjoy making different Nick puns that I simply can't repeat without laughing at the sheer Ri-Nick-culous. Oh yeah. I came up with that myself. Anyway, Cage doesn't let his fans get in the way of his personal life. Cage has been married 3 times. His first marriage was to Patricia Arquette for only 9 months, but they didn't officially separate until almost 5 years later. Cage then married Lisa Marie Presley 2 years later. They divorced after only 2 months. It took longer for the divorce to be processed than their actual marriage. After another 2 years passed, Cage then married his current wife, Alice Kim. They have a son together whose name is Khalil, aka Superman's birth name. He is now 7. Cage also has an older son of 22. His name is Weston Coppola Cage. He is a member of a black metal band. Weston's mother is Christina Fulton, and her and Cage were never married. Weston is the lead singer of a band named Eyes of Nocturne. They do a lot of screaming in their music, so naturally, Weston has his father's ability to scream at the top of his lungs in rage. Weston is just able to do it in a more artistic way. Nevertheless, Cage loves his sons very much and have been spotted doing numerous fun things. Nicolas Cage gets a lot of criticism when it comes to his personal life. For example, he was accused of abusing his current wife, Alice, but we won't talk about that. Cage also gets a lot of criticism about his acting skills. And he's usually the butt of the jokes on websites such as Tumblr. On the web, people enjoy copying and pasting Nicolas Cage's face on other celebrities' bodies. There's actually a website strictly devoted to it and is aptly named NicolasCagesEveryone.com. As you can see here, he has been shown as Michael Jackson, a cagey bunch. Hope Benedict, and Maria Von. Overly attached girlfriend, England. That's just people enjoy Nicolas Cage's face, not because it's boring and unemotional, but because it's unique and entertaining. For example, for your next anniversary, wouldn't you want these little warm congratulatories around your house? Or would you rather have your significant other send you a Valentine's Day card? Just take it. Oh my God. Obviously you're sold on it, right? Well, that's not all. You can also purchase Nicolas Cage couches. You're still like that, though. Or if you're still wondering about the pranks, you can go into any store that sells electronics and change every wallpaper and Cage's face. Or you can put his face behind any poster to scare your friends. The possibilities are literally endless. To putting his face in random places and scaring people. Well, I hope you all have a new appreciation for this actor. From his family to his apparent rage on film, Nicolas Cage is truly one of a kind. And a perfect way to prank your friends next April Fool's Day, or to tell a loved one how much you care. And even if this speech doesn't change your opinion on Cage, you will still continue accepting almost every role, but you will be the best actor that you can be.